hello, it's me again for the second installment of Laugh, Cry, Repeat. And I will say these days it's been more crying than laughing. It's like cry, repeat, cry, repeat, cry, repeat, laugh a little bit, cry, repeat. Tried to watch a stand-up comedy thing last night with Jeff Foxworthy. And I don't know if I'm just getting old or what, but all my favorite comedians, they're like stand-up acts are starting to get like about kidney stones and going to the doctor. You know you're old when like that's what happens when you're like your favorite comics start making jokes about medical problems. So anyway, I came on here this morning because, as you know, I'm going through this like super intense period of personal change with the breakup and just craziness, you know, like major. I just turned 50 last year, so like it's a major age 50 transition, lost my best friend, all this stuff. And so like I was thinking about this video blog, and I mean it's an extremely vulnerable thing to do, to come on here looking like this. I see my face. I look terrible right now. I look terrible in my life. I got circles under my eyes. I'm tired. I'm crying. But like I said yesterday, this is what it is. And I'm certainly not the only person who goes through low times, right? But for whatever reason on Facebook and social media and YouTube, we have to have like the makeup and like and I thought, oh, I should wait until I look better. And I'm like, no, okay, this is how I really look. I really look like this sometimes. And then the other times when my smile is great, my eyes are bright, my skin I look like that too. That's real too. But right now, this is what I look like. And so, like, if you subscribe to this, right, and you watch this, you're going to see the transformation, because this is what personal development is, okay? Personal development isn't we go to a Tony Robbins seminar and we go rah, 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 and we come back and like 1 second later it's all better. It's not like, can you hear my dogs? This is why I almost didn't do this morning. But that's the thing, like personal transformation, it starts when you're like this, right? You change your life, and change is not linear, and it's not pretty. It's messy, and you cry, and you don't sleep, and you get circles under your eyes and bags and puffs and stuff. But like I woke up this morning and I was thinking about movies and how when you go to a movie and you see whatever kind of movie it is. I mean, I'm a writer, and so I understand plot structure, and I was a book reviewer for a bunch of years. So there's, the first act where you introduce the characters and you set up the problem. And then the second act is when the sort of the bonding and the core action of the plot. But then right before the second and the third act is what's called the all is lost moment, where the hero or heroine of the movie or the book or whatever has a low point. The relationship looks like it's unsavable, like the person doesn't look like they're going to live, there's the misunderstanding, there's the life challenge, the business goes goes bankrupt, or looks like it's going to. And that's the all is lost moment. And then what does the character do? Usually the character has to, in good ones, dig deep, right? Dig deep and find the truth and find what's real and find what they really want, and then make it happen, go after it. So it's, the character running to the airport and jumping in the cab and trying to get there before the love interest leaves, or, the fighter who's knocked down and loses the fight and then comes back and like gets up, is like, no, I'm going to win, and they're bleeding, right? Okay, that's what real life is like too. That's why we like the story structure, okay? And so for me, what I've realized is that I'm at that all is lost moment, okay? I've lost a lot. But so while it looks like all is lost moment, what do I have to do, right? I got to stand back up, bleeding and crying and everything, and be like, no, I'm getting back up, back on my feet, and I'm going to slog through it, because the happy ending that I want is not here yet. So it's not over. So anyway, it's a good realization. I want to come on here and share this with you guys. And when I was writing my first book, Motherhood, Apple Pie, and Other Fattening Things, I found that I was going through a really tough time in my marriage at the time. That whole first marriage, everything about it was tough. But what I did was, when I wrote Motherhood, Apple Pie, and Other Fattening Things, is I took that pain and I turned it into humor. And it's actually a really good book. I read it now and I crack myself up at the stuff that I used to write. And that's what you need to do, is you dig deep and you find something funny and you're like, okay, well, this, you find humor in it. You find a way to lighten the moment, and don't ever feel that all is lost, because it's not. The all is lost moment comes right before you find that sudden win or that courage that you didn't know you had. And then you just stand up and take a step and keep going across those monkey bars. So, all right, I'll be back. Subscribe, by the way. I can't figure out how to put a subscribe button on this thing. But subscribe if you want to follow my journey through from this. This is my before to whatever after looks like. All right, guys. Bye.